Hello children, a very good morning to all of you. So here we are going to learn the new chapter. It is our natural resource water. So you may wonder, so what is there to learn about water? Yes, it is really very important to know about something which is very important for our day-to-day life. So without water, no living organisms can live. Yes or no, children? Yes, human beings, they need water, and animals, they need water, plants, they need water for their survival. So everything, every living organisms, they need water for their survival. So here in this chapter, we are going to know, so from where we are getting water, that is the source. So that is the main source from where we get the water. We know it is existing in the planet Earth, but the main source from where we get the water and how we are using the water and what is the purpose of water and how to preserve water for our future generation. Okay, how to save water. So these are the things that we are going to look in this chapter. Okay, yes, so children, take your content book, get ready with a sharpened pencil and page number 84 and 85. Okay, so in page number 84 we have a pre-activity for which you have to use your atlas, and we did this map in our previous term. I hope you remember we did the map where we marked the rivers in India. So here in this lesson also they have given the same thing. So kindly refer to the atlas and mark the rivers. And in next session I'll be discussing you the answers. Okay. So here, so we know water exists in our planet Earth. It is a natural resource. It is available in plenty. Okay, so I hope you remember when I taught you our earth, continents and ocean. So in that lesson we learnt what is the percentage of water that is available in the planet Earth and what is the percentage of land that occupies on the planet Earth. Yes, the percentage of land, it is 29% and water, it is 71%. So the entire Earth, 71% of its space, it is occupied by water. Okay, and Earth is, and that is also a reason why Earth is called as the blue planet. We know Earth is called as blue planet, and which planet is called as red planet, children? Mars. The planet Mars is called as red planet. Okay, so here I just said you water is water occupies the planet Earth, and what did we see in the globe? The big mighty place or the mighty source from where we get water. It is ocean and seas. And I hope you know the ocean and seas. I hope you have tasted the water in the ocean or sea. It is salty. How does the water taste? It is so salty, right? Yes, they are salt water. The major portion or the largest source of water is salt water. Okay, that is presented in seas and oceans. And what about fresh water? The main source from where we get fresh water is, do you have any guess, children? Yes, it is from the rainwater. So rainwater is the main source of fresh water. Okay, so where is this water that pours from the cloud, right? So it pours, and where does the water go? It goes under the earth. It sweeps under the earth. Sorry, it sweeps under the ground. The water that sweeps under the ground, we call it as groundwater. Sorry, and the water that stays on the surface, we call it as surface water. The water, we know the water which pours from the clouds, it gets into the ground. The water that sweeps inside the ground, we call it as groundwater, and the water that stays on the surface of the earth, we call it as surface water. So here it is. So fresh water, we get it from rain, and the rainwater which goes under the ground, that sweeps under the ground, we call it as underground water. And the fresh water which stays on the surface, we call it as surface water. Okay, how can we take the water that went inside the ground, children? Do you have any idea about it? Have you seen big machines, like how they dig the ground and they'll insert a pipe, and that we call it as bore water? Okay, so every home, so most of the home, we have bore water connection, from where we dig water from underground. Okay, children? So we take water from underground through bore wells and also tube wells. And surface water is nothing but where we get water from river, pond, lake, canal, etc. Okay? So here I have the picture of well. So this is the first one, it is open well, and the second one, it is the water, the tube. Okay, it is connected to the bore, and they use for irrigation, like watering the plants. Okay, and the first one, open wells, that also they use for several purposes in agricultural field. And I hope you people, you go and swim inside the well, right? We use for bathing purpose also. And here it is river and pond. River is something which moves, it is a stream. Okay, and pond, it is something, pond is water where something is stagnant in one place. So these are the sources of fresh water. Next, so what about the uses of water? We use water for various purposes. I said you in beginning itself. So what are the purpose for which we use water? We use water for drinking, washing clothes. So if you have a farm, you wash the buffaloes, cows, goat, you make everything to get bath, right? Yes. And for cooking purposes, and for various industrial purposes also. If you have industry, if your father or uncle, they are running a business, they need water in their industry for manufacturing unit, and also they are having printing and dyeing, for even for that purpose they need water. So everywhere we need water for human being survival, and also for their business purposes, for their occupation. If my father is doing agriculture occupation, he needs water. If he is doing business also, for several purposes we use water. Okay, so here I am going to give you the exam meaning for irrigation. So what do you mean by irrigation, children? Irrigation generally means it is watering the plants. So next session I'll tell you what are the types of irrigation. So you just keep this in mind. Irrigation generally means watering the plants. Okay, so I'll spell it. Kindly repeat after me. IRRIGATION. Irrigation. Irrigation means watering the plants. Okay, so here I said we need to conserve water for future use. We need to save water for future use. So how do we save water in large quantity? We save water in dams. Have you heard about the dams, children? Have you heard this word dams? I hope you would have visited Mettur Dam. It is here near to Erode, right? It is a very big dam in Erode. Okay, so they store water in dams. So this is how they store water. It is a big construction. Okay, it is a very big construction across the river. It is like a barrier to hold the water, that is called as dam. So once if we are in scarcity of water, that time, can you see in the picture, children, that big grill is there, no? They'll open the grill so that water pours through the grill and it is supplied, and we'll get water for our day to day necessities. Okay, children, so this is why we store water in dams for our future use. And what are the other purposes we store water in dam? The other purpose of storing water in dam are generation of electricity, irrigation and control of floods. What do you mean by generation of electricity? It is producing electricity. Okay, producing electricity by storing water. And next one, irrigation. What do you mean by irrigation? Irrigation is watering the plants. Farmers or any agriculturalists, they need water for producing their crops. Okay, so we need food for our survival, right? Yes, so that is irrigation. And third one, it is control of floods. What do you mean by control of floods? That is controlling or breaking the overflow of water. We call it as controlling the floods. So water, when it goes in overflow, it will create flood in the area, okay, in that region. So controlling the flood, they use dam for that. So these are the purposes of having dam. And multi-purpose projects have been created in several rivers, such as river Sutlej, where they built Bakranangal Dam, and river Damodar, where they built Damodar Valley project in it. Okay, so these are the examples of multi-purpose projects that where dams has been constructed. In Sutlej river, where they built Bakranangal Dam, and in Damodar river, the Damodar Valley project. Okay, so children, I wanted you to read page number 85 and 86, underline the hard words and complete the activity which is in page number 84 with the help of your atlas. So let us discuss the names of the rivers in your next video. Okay, thank you, children.